god, someone help me, they're gonna kill me, save me, someone help me, please. We are back with another New Who, The Impossible Planet and Satan's Pit. Those were 2 fire episodes. Come on. I mean, the scale of Doctor Who is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The Doctor was like, oh, I've seen false gods and bad gods and new gods and demigods. I'm like, have you met Hercules? The Doctor has been to Olympus, I know it. Release the tapes, release those episodes. Let me tell you, you have me at mythology. It could be Egyptian mythology, it could be Greek mythology, any of them. I take my money right now because I love that stuff so much. So I would love to see more and more of that. In fact, I was saying the last episode in Satan's Pit, the Doctor being down there in the pit and then seeing the 2, I'll call them urns, the urns and stuff. It just gave me Egyptian mythology vibes of, like, you know, the mummy and stuff like that. I would love to see them in a setting like that where they had to solve riddles and they had to deal with, you know, monsters and stuff like that. It would be so fun. Or if there's mythology involved, like to see the gods there, but gods that we know. I mean, you know me, I've been begging for some fantasy, I've been begging for some magic, because, you know, that's my thing. The Doctor, you know, Doctor has seen it all. He's like, no one can come against me. There's no power that can ever. I'm like, wait till you meet the witches. The witches will get you together, Doctor. They will snatch everything. Don't play around with the witches. Don't play around with magic. You know, even Superman is vulnerable to magic, right? So magic is a force to be reckoned with in this world. So better get ready, Doctor. When the witches find out about you and how much you're playing around, doing all these things, they will come for you. And I'm going to be there for that episode. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, you know, some of the mystics a part of this whole thing. And when they get to play around with actual, you know, magicians or people with powers and stuff. I want to see some blasts and some spells and some incantations. I would love that. The Doctor's probably going to be like, I do not believe any of this is not real. I'm like, the Doctor, you're all of a sudden now you're like, oh, it's not real. None of this can ever happen. I'm like, but yeah, you are flying around in the TARDIS, going to different alternate timelines, you know, so you better believe. The sight of the devil in the pit was pretty intense. I did not think they would show anything in that pit. I thought it would be this kind of like up for interpretation, you know, think what you want type of thing, but it turned out that they showed what they needed to show there, and I was kind of like, oh damn. But it all worked out in the end, as it does, you know. See how many more of that we get. We got Torchwood on our mind. We got Jack Harkness. Jack Harkness is on my mind. I know they haven't been, you know, putting any tidbits of that. I don't know if the show is thinking that we've forgotten about him, like, oh yeah, he's just one guy that came for this season. I haven't forgotten about him, and I've been saying him every episode. Every episode has Torchwood. I'm gonna be looking at this episode. We know that that's coming. We know that this Torchwood Institute is coming, and it doesn't look like they're gonna be our friends, that's for sure. I don't know what else we're looking at as something coming back to sort of influence things. I don't know if there's gonna be a return character, somebody from one of the episodes. You know, we got Sarah Jane, we got the Sisters of Plenitude. Who else who could possibly come back? I really don't know. I mentioned Rick and Morty last episode or so, a couple of episodes ago. I see it more and more now, like the Doctor versus Rick. Like I would love to see that meet up. That would be so fun. I think there are characters that both on the same plane of understanding things like, you know, obviously technology, time travel, using gadgets and all that kind of stuff, and also a little bit cynical about, you know, understanding much more of the world and almost like higher beings in a sense. So anyways, I think it will be very fun to see a conversation with them both. I don't know how they would do that, but I would love to see that. I think it'd be really hilarious. Well, as always, the full-length watch-alongs and the early access episodes and bonus content and Inside the TARDIS podcast, you know it, are all on the Patreon. So please join the Patreon if you haven't already. We'd love to see it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, engage, hit the notification bell for alerts for new content. You know, we love that engagement. It really helps the channel. Thank you. Well, it is that time. Let's go. Okay. It's wild out here. The chase begins. What you running from? Your sins? Good luck with that. Oh! The TARDIS. Yo, I said this. I said, what if someone just happens upon this TARDIS? But then again, he doesn't know what it looks like. It looks like a shed to him or something. He thinks it's a water fountain. What? Yo, the plot thickens. What's happening? No, I know. I heard that sound and I'm like, okay, we're not gonna do that today. Why will you open this door? Why will you in your right mind open this door?
That's what it did. And if you think that was the most exciting day of my life, wait till you hear the rest.
What? Some sort of like a game or something is giving like Jumanji vibes, something simulation. Let's go. David Tennant. Love and Monsters by Russell T. Davis. Russell T has not been here for a while, so he said, I'm about to come write something for you guys. Oh, looked like something out of Mortal Kombat.
Hey boy, eat the food. Come on.
What?
Get out of here, quickly. That's a boy. I said run!
Oh, he's telling the story. He's recounting the story. Oh my god, ew.
It's a blue! I said not blue!
Not blue? What in the Slitheen? So he just happened upon them. He just was there during one of their fights. This is funny. What does this remind me of? This reminds me of something.
Hold on. Don't I know you?
He said bye. Said you will not catch me. Yo, he's seeing too much.
The doctor's machine.
He does know a
That
lot.
wasn't the first time I met the doctor, and it certainly wasn't the last. I just put that bit at the beginning because it's a brilliant opening. And my encounters with alien life forms, because it is gonna get scary.
Okay, so we got ourselves.
I need a remote control zoom. I'm having to do that with a lean. That's scary.
Boy, it's called Windows Movie Maker.
That's Ursula on camera.
Hello.
Ursula.
Ursula Blake.
Ursula!
Camera.
Is this your new life after what you did with Ariel? You will go to jail.
That's when I first met the doctor.
What? When he was little,
I must have been 3 or 4 years old.
And you remember that?
I went downstairs, and there was this...
My first memory is like 7 or 8. Here we go with the Converse. We know it's a doctor. Ooh. But like, how long has Tennant been the doctor?
I don't know. I still don't know.
Is the mathing?
All those years ago.
Because what are you now? You're like 20 what? 30? 20 years has passed? You're telling me Tennant has been a doctor for that long?
First things first. My name is Elton.
Elton.
Not to be confused with...
I was about to say Elton John.
I got a job, transport manager, retail logistics, and then 2 years ago, I was in town.
The mannequins. The Rose episode. Oh, he was in London that time. Oh. I guess he's from London.
Shop window dummies come to life.
Listen, he's giving me like Adam vibes, or just like a know-it-all, he doesn't stop searching. Something weird happens and he wants to find out more.
Town.
Curiosity
I'm up
kills the
west,
cat.
Looking for a new suit, something nice and smart.
Slitheen? Slitheen. He was there for Slitheen. He was there for everything. I guess everybody was. Everybody in London was. So this is one of the people that said...
Then, Christmas Day. I'm in bed, fast asleep, nice and cozy. Cool.
The alien invasion.
I'm stuck in bed.
It's the same room.
Everywhere. And I was barefoot. I had to invent this rudiment.
What are they called again? Do
By the
something.
time I'd done that,
Yo. It does make sense though that people who have seen this.
that's how I met Ursula.
His name is the Doctor.
That's how I met Victor Kennedy. I met Jackie Tyler.
I don't meet any Eltons.
And that's how I finally
Mama
met the
Rose!
Doctor.
How did you meet Mama Rose? Yo, you want to be on the TARDIS cruise so bad, but we're not taking applications right now.
This isn't, my whole life. Because I'm into all sorts of things.
Like what?
I like a drink. I like
Which drink?
Spain.
Spain?
Really love Jeff Lynne.
Who is this man? Elton. I love how it's from his perspective though, and he's recounting what he's seen and stuff. I've always felt like this makes sense. People have had to deal with strange occurrences in London.
Great big spaceship hanging over London. Imagine the theories. The internet went into meltdown. Something was going on.
Kept on digging.
On some obscure little blog by someone called Ursula Blake. It was him. It was that man again, but the photo was new. And he looked exactly the same.
His name is the Doctor.
Doctor what?
Ursula.
I didn't realise he was significant until Mr. Skinner pointed it out.
Who's Mr. Skinner?
Yeah, who's that?
Oh, there's a few of us. The Inner Sanctum.
Inner Sanctum. Yo.
I've seen him. Stairs.
Don't tell me he looked exactly the same then as he does now.
Yes. So that's how I met Ursula. She was like a proper mate. Poor Ursula.
What happened?
But like she said, there was this little community.
What? I didn't get that.
This little gang used to meet up. Mr. Skinner,
Yo.
but we always called him Mr. Skinner. I don't know why.
He's giving the OA.
To me, the Doctor isn't a man.
Single constant factor is this faux police box.
Here we go. People are seeing things that they're not supposed to see. The perception filter be working in different ways.
He means to us.
She was ever so sweet, bless. Bless bliss.
I
used to
know
say.
her. I know
What
her.
he could
I know her.
and what he should represent.
Yeah.
Never won't represent. Sort of thing.
That's me in literature class. Like, Shakespeare, yeah, he really wanted us to look inside.
But after a while, Bridget started cooking.
Oh my
Oh.
god, that's gorgeous.
Yo, that looks good.
Mr. Skinner started his readings because he was writing his own novel.
I love this though. They're connecting on shared interests.
We got to know each other better and better.
Her daughter disappeared. It was just drugs.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Every week, and I just keep looking for her.
Oh no, that's really rough.
You got a brand new key.
Then it turned
She's
out
giving me
Bridget
Phoebe Buffet
played
vibes.
the piano.
Okay, they're going through the eras. The eras of Linda. Yes, Linda. Honestly, start a band. It's giving band vibes. Go on tour. Somebody's not a fan. This is what happens when you ask too many questions. Then they'll find you. Ugh.
That Tuesday night in March.
It's giving the man in black from Westworld. Magic?
Lights!
That's when we met Victor Kennedy.
We meet at last.
Yes.
Pleased to meet you, sir. I'm sorry, was the music too
No,
loud?
no, I don't shake hands. Back. Eczema.
Oh, you mean
Stop.
eczema?
A blister to the touch.
Back, all of you further.
Back, 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 back. Back, 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 back.
I am your salvation.
Come on.
That's the Doctor.
That's really him.
Forgotten your purpose in life.
Yo.
Cakes and you're blubbing, and all the while he still exists.
Move back, all of you.
The picture cuts out, but the sound still continues.
Oh,
Listen to
of
the
course.
sound of the universe.
Yes, please. He knows. He knows. He heard it when he was younger.
What is it? What's wrong?
Leave him.
You've heard it before, haven't you?
I'd forgotten.
Where were you?
And it was that night. I was just a kid. It woke me up. That noise.
That was the doctor in his house that night. This is something
But what is it?
being referenced.
There's a sound of his spaceship.
I mean, where's the lie?
I've allocated tasks to each of you. Like you to... Careful.
Task.
What's the eczema? I'll meet back here this time next week. One step closer to catching the Doctor.
They were not trying to catch the doctor. They were trying to just like talk about him.
Could I have a word with you in private, please?
Of course you can, yeah.
About what?
Goodbye.
This Victor guy is interesting.
I never thought of it as work.
Yeah, like all of a sudden it's work. Homework.
Yeah, I suppose.
See, Ursula is like, why are we doing all this work?
All of a sudden, without anyone saying so, we were working for Victor Kennedy.
What happened to Bliss? Where's Bliss? Not raising your
Kennedy.
hands.
Yes?
Where's Bliss?
No sign of Bliss.
Yo, he's an alien.
She's getting married. She's left a message. It'll never last. Come on, back to work.
Yo, Bliss
But
is...
we did get lucky once. Police are stupid, etc.
Useless!
I just froze.
You froze, you stupid man!
Oh!
You don't touch your head, so you get a rash and an itch.
I can use this!
Use that cane on him and you'll get one hell of a smack off me! Completely understood, Mr. Kennedy.
Come on! Yes, Ursula.
Most likely.
Get him.
Fight back.
Get him. I love that. Ursula said, not on my watch.
Then we need to try and find her.
Now, when it comes to the Doctor's companion, the Torchwood files are strangely lacking.
I heard it.
Someone's got to know who she is somewhere. Bleeding hearts outside!
Damn, Victor.
Go! Now! Move!
Yo, he's just co-opted this group and used this to do his...
To search a major capital city for an unknown girl. Find that
Jackie's like
one
right there.
girl in 10 million.
Oh, that's Rose Tyler. And Mother's Jackie Tyler. Nice family. A bit odd.
Oh! Okay, I see you, missus. I see you. He just got it immediately. Oh my god. Jackie, come on. Wash in machine.
Victor Kennedy's classes covered basic surveillance and espionage.
Boy, stop it right now.
Find some excuse to start a conversation.
Jackie will talk to you.
Excuse me, love, you couldn't give us a quid for 250s, could you?
I'm like, why are you trying to do the most?
Oh, lovely.
Get on first name terms with the target.
My name's Jackie. Oh, you don't meet many Eltons, do you? Apart from the obvious.
Step 3.
I feel like people always make that joke when your name is Elton.
Or some humorous device.
I tell you what, Elton. Here we are, complete strangers, and I'm flashing you my knickers.
Find some subtle way to integrate yourself
Stop with the
into the
steps.
target's household.
Mind you, I'm only down here because my washing machine's knackered. I don't suppose you're any good at fixing things, are you?
It won't work with Jackie. It won't work with the steps.
All working.
Oh, Elton, I should have you on tap. I used to have this little mate called Mickey. He did all that stuff.
Stop it right now. Stop it right this second. Yo, he's just in the home now. I mean, Jackie, we gotta watch out for these strangers. You know you're living in the Doctor Who world. This could be espionage right here.
It's just
And it is.
she's gone travelling. I keep her bedroom all nice and ready.
She goes with the Doctor on the TARDIS. Jackie!
So where's she travelling is?
All over. She's got a mobile. I get a call now and then, not as often as I'd like.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Well, if I had you making a nice cup of tea like this, I wouldn't stray far from home.
Magnificent! Oh, I could kiss you. Except I can't, of course. Yeah.
Eczema.
She keeps everything very close to her chest.
That's a hell of a chest.
I want a full plan of attack from each of you.
Attack.
Keep infiltrating. You will do anything to get that information, boy. Anything!
Have they questioned, like, who this guy is?
Oh, Bridget. Bridget, oh, yes.
Stay behind.
Word with you in private.
Thank you, but no.
Oh.
Bridget. Yeah.
Oh, I can drop you at the station. I'm sure Mr. Skinner won't mind.
No. No. We saw how Bliss disappeared.
Next week.
All right, then.
Yo, Bridget. My daughter is missing. Like, no, we can't let this happen to you.
And if you get your way, might there be more little kisses between the two of you?
I think there might.
I knew it.
That's brilliant.
Now, let's not get excited.
Well, if we see her again. Did they not hear this screaming? Ooh,
Infiltration went
cookies.
well. Was it needed doing? It's like that flat was jinxed.
Jackie, I see you. I see you looking.
It's weird.
Jackie, you need to stop it right now.
And you get the power surges still. There we go.
Here we are. A little reward for my favourite handyman.
Jackie is too quick.
You could always splash out on a taxi or whatever.
Stay still night. Jackie, I see you and your whole game.
What's that? French?
I suppose so. They know how to do things. The French. My daughter won't be coming back tonight. We've got the place to ourselves.
Stop it. That's Stop it. Stop it. No, my daughter's not coming back. We have the place to ourselves.
Nice music.
You were saying power surges.
From the substation.
What step is this on the list?
You should take your jacket off.
No, why not?
No, look, you must be boiling.
Oh!
Sorry,
I'm fine, it's all
I've ruined it.
Boy, if you don't leave this house right now.
Oh, come on, it's only a little drop.
Yo, the red wine on the floor though, on the carpet.
Ruined.
Jackie, red wine is not easy.
And there I was. The perfect infiltration.
Yo, Elton, this is too much for you. I need to get ready for this.
But it's about to get hotter.
I'll see you soon. All right, be careful. That was my daughter. I don't know where she is.
Bring back the smile. That's unbreak my heart.
She goes swanning off, and who's left to care about you, eh? We'll put the telly on nice and loud, just you and me as proper mates.
Okay, I don't know anything about this right now.
I did like Jackie, but I like someone else even more.
Ursula. So he's just like realizing what's important to him.
I went in your coat.
He saw everything.
Look what I found.
Picture of Rose.
I can
I
explain.
bet you can.
Start.
I
Start.
wasn't after her. I was looking for the doctor.
Oh, I know that.
Oh, she knows.
Because it's never me, is it?
No, but
Let me tell you something about those who get left behind.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
It's that I will never let her down.
Oh,
And I'll protect them both until the end of my life.
yes, Jackie.
I'm warning you. Back off.
Yes.
I only wanted to meet him.
I thought you liked me.
You were using her, Elton. You were using her.
Leave me alone!
Oh, Jackie. Oh my God. It's true though, Elton. You met her under false pretenses. You should have told her the truth.
We used that
You
one.
wanted to
I couldn't
change.
trust you. You
Victor.
stupid little man. You.
Ah, Jackie. Damn.
Because it's all gone wrong, Mr. Kennedy, ever since you turned up. We used to come here every week.
And have fun. And now look at what you're doing.
No wonder they stopped coming.
I've been phoning.
She's gone.
And who can blame her? I'm sorry, Victor, but you're on your own.
Speak on it.
You're coming with me, and we're going to the Golden Locust, and we're going to have a Chinese. I mean, you and me, together.
Yes. Yes.
I'd love it.
Actually, I shipped them. I shipped them.
I know what he was doing. The doctor.
Victor,
You'll never
the
know what he was
jig is
doing in your
up.
house all those years ago.
Ursula, get your stuff.
Yes.
Mr. Skinner, are you coming? Not to the Chinese, if
Okay.
you don't mind. Just sort of walking out.
He's like,
Victor, good
sayonara.
luck.
See you later. Never.
Mr. Skinner. Would you stay?
No.
I've got numbers for Bridget. I've kept records. I've got old numbers. You can track her down.
You remember what happened last time?
I hope you find her.
I'll email you.
I'm way too superstitious for this. If I'm in this, they need to show us what happens.
Crispy aromatic duck.
Oh, I left my phone.
Here we go. Yo, they're gonna go back there and he's gonna be... Oh my God, is he the alien they saw? He's the alien at the beginning.
I'm not stopping. I just left my phone.
He's the alien.
Where's Mr. Skinner?
Let's see your face.
He's gone to the toilet.
Let me look at your hands. Help me. Is he... Did he...
What was that?
Help me!
Oh, stop.
That's Mr. Skinner.
Look at your hands.
Look at the rest of me.
Oh.
Now meet the genuine article.
Oh.
This thing is my true form.
Oh.
Where am I?
Yo, he just...
Ursula?
Oh my
Is that you?
God. It's a part of him now.
What have you done to him?
I've absorbed him.
Ew. Oh my God. Bridget and Bliss.
That's Bridget.
Ew.
You've absorbed.
I do not want to know how that happens.
Bliss.
So you really don't want to.
No. You don't want to know. Oh.
Absorbathon.
No.
Absorbaling.
Yo, they did Bliss dirty.
Abzorbaloff.
Yes.
Abzorbaloff.
Come at the doctor. Oh, how will he taste?
Ew.
Got to absorb Jackie Tyler to get to him, then so be it.
Oh, no, you won't.
You're gonna let them go if I have to beat them out of here.
Oh, no, no. Look at me.
I'm such a slow and clumsy bitch.
He's lying. He's lying. That's an object of power.
Give them back.
What? You mean like this?
Oh! It's the touch. That's the touch, the eczema. Oh no, Ursula.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, don't touch her.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no. Pull her jacket. Oh no. Yeah, at least it's not a gross way of absorbing, but it's still bad. No. You've had enough for one day. Okay.
Chicken.
Ew.
Give it back to me.
Once they've been absorbed, the process is irreversible.
I can read his thoughts.
Oh.
Oh my God, Elton, you're next.
Well, that was pretty clear.
And he can't let you go. Just run.
Isn't she the clever one?
Run for your life.
Oh. 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 He's fast. I did not expect him to be that fast. Yo. Yo, that's scary. What is he wearing?
Oh, what's the matter? Have you given up so soon?
Everything I ever wanted.
It's been absorbed. Join us, little man. Dissolve into me.
Ugh. No, don't do it. Guess who's coming to dinner? Yes. You asked, and he appears. It's like, okay, game's over.
Someone wants a word with you.
Oh, she called her and told her. She called her and told her.
upset my mum.
Great big absorbing creature
Yo.
from outer space and
Yeah.
gonna go at me.
No one
Yeah.
upsets my mum.
Interesting. Sort of absorbatrix.
So Patrick.
Abzorbaloff.
Abzorbaloff.
So.
Not from Rexacoricophalipatoris, are you?
No, I'm not the swine. I was born on a twin planet.
Really?
Drag this Lidine.
You see, I've read about you, Doctor. So sweet. You wouldn't let an innocent man die.
That was the old doctor. This is the brand new doctor.
Sweet. Maybe. Passionate. I suppose, but don't ever mistake that for nice.
Oh.
What do you want?
He'll die, Doctor.
Sure. Do what you need.
Mind you, the others might have something to say.
They're part of you now.
If it's the last thing we ever do, come on.
Linda United. Oh, God.
The cane, bring it.
Oh. Oh, God, they left too.
The cane created a limitation field. The absorber is being absorbed by the earth.
Oh. Oh, God.
Bye-bye, Elton.
Oh, no. They also have to go. Oh, no. No, legit. That's so sad. I thought they would come out of him.
That was Ursula.
Oh, damn. And I was rooting for Linda. Well, this is the first time in a little bit that people just, like, a bunch of people just died like that.
Because the doctor still had more to say. And then he explained
yes.
that night,
There's a
all
baby.
those years ago.
Who are his parents?
There was a shadow in your house. A living shadow in the darkness.
Shadow in the darkness.
An elemental shade had escaped from the howling halls. I stopped it, but I wasn't in time to save her.
An elemental shade. Oh, his mom.
My mother died.
Oh my god. Aww. Why would the elemental shade want her?
We forget because we must.
Hmm.
So, there you go. Turns out I've had the most terrible things happen. And the most brilliant things.
Hmm.
You know, Stephen King said once, he said,
Come on.
salvation and damnation are the same thing. Because the doctor might be wonderful, but
He represents both of them.
just for a bit, I had this nice little gang.
Linda.
And they were destroyed.
Don't blame
It's
him.
not his fault.
Don't blame him.
Maybe that's what happens if you touch the doctor.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of Rose and Jackie and how much longer before they pay the price.
Oh.
Now don't get all miserable. Come on, Elton.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Because the
what?
doctor said he could do one last thing.
He brought her out?
The absorption. It's too late for total reconstruction, but...
He put her into a device, into the camera.
Elton! Fetch a spade!
The doctor saved me one last time.
Stop. She's on a plaque.
Could be worse. At least I'll never age.
Oh.
It's a relationship of sorts. We manage.
What?
Even got a bit of a love life.
Oh, let's not go into that.
But the thing is...
He has the zoom now.
But what I wanted to say is, you know, when you're a kid, they tell you it's all grow up, get a job,
Leave it all behind.
have a kid, and that's it. The truth is, the world is so much stranger than that.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much darker.
And brighter.
So much madder.
Mm-hmm.
And so much better.
Yes. Oh my god. Love and Monsters. What a weird episode. This was definitely an oddball, for sure. Russell T Davies took a risk here with, writing an episode where the Doctor and Rose, were not the main feature. They were absent for most of the episode. Still, they were, in a sense, the MacGuffin of the episode. They were the thing to be found, or the main attraction in a sense, but they were not actually there. And so it was quite interesting for them to take this route, of course, because people are obviously showing up to watch the Doctor and the Rose's adventures, and now we get sort of like onlookers kind of looking in a different perspective, looking in, right, instead of the other way around. So this was interesting. I wonder how, I'm guessing this kind of episode will polarize viewers because some people just want to get on with the story, get on with the season and the through line of the season. And then some people might appreciate these little kind of like moments of getting away from the hustle and bustle of Doctor Who, like regular episodes. Now, it's funny because I did talk about this some episodes down about, what we would call episodes that are not part of like the main storyline, or that are a little bit of allowing the characters to breathe. We talked about letting the characters go on vacation for a bit, and in a sense, maybe that's what's happening. The Doctor and Rose are having an off day, and now we get to look at the other side of what's happening in London, or what's happening with Jackie, or to our side characters. So honestly, me, I appreciate Doctor Who episodes in general, and this one had a unique little flair to it, which that's part of the whole canon of things. But yeah, I thought it was a really interesting choice to not have them as the main attraction here. So we have here Elton, who is our main, is their eyes we're looking at this episode through, and he's recounting the episode. He's talking about what's happening, almost like interview style, reality show sort of format, and that's really interesting, getting the exposition from him directly as he's talking about what went down. I thought it was a really nice format for it, and as the episode is titled Love and Monsters, it's literally that, his own love for Ursula, him finding love through this group that they formed, and how that affected his own life, as well as, of course, the monsters. I thought Linda was a really interesting idea, the group itself, because you have all these people who are looking for the Doctor or are united from this common goal, and they end up just forming this group and just having a good time, right? They end up just, making a band, making music, making food, and being together with each other. And it's funny because as that was happening, I was thinking, in this modern day, in today's day, if there were people looking for the Doctor in like real life, they would just go on social media and just form a group on social media, and they wouldn't really meet in person. It would just be like a thread or something somewhere, and they would all be posting pictures and stuff about him, but they would never really meet up. And I don't think they would have this same connection that this group had, because they don't meet face to face, right? So it was nice to see that happening in real time. I think that the shows of today would just make this happen on social media, like because it wouldn't really happen in real life, right? But I love to see it because that was a catalyst to them realizing, well, we never know what's going to happen with this strange doctor thing that's, you know, we don't know if it's going to appear again. We don't know if it's even true. But what we know is we have each other and we have some shared interests here. So why not just make this a fun group that we can just have a good time with? And I think that was evident with a character like Bridget, who is really going through this sad thing of she lost her daughter. I thought when they mentioned that was really like, oh God, like she's going through such a hard time. And I think they all were going through such a hard time, you know, in different ways. I mean, Elton lost his mom when he was younger. I don't know if, you know, he explicitly said it, but he just sort of like alluded to it, that we just forget or move on from the pain. And, you know, I guess Bridget was doing that in a way with this group and trying to not like, you know, sit in that thought of just like, I don't have my daughter anymore and I may not see her ever again. And this group was a really good vehicle for her to get to at least have you know, a better outlook, or at least like that pain, you know, get away from it for a little bit at least. And so, you know, I think all of them had that, and this was a good moment for them to connect. And of course the group was hijacked by Victor, and then, you know, it then spiraled, you know, into what it became. But I thought it was a really interesting kind of concept, because that does happen in real life, you know, as people connecting for different reasons, and then realizing what they have in common, and that becomes more than it originally was intended to be. Jackie, this episode, it really broke my heart. That scene she had of finding out, you know, the picture of Rose in Elton's jacket, because you know how that must have crushed her. She really was excited about Elton. She felt like she found someone who, you know, was interested in her. It really sort of, you know, I have thought about this, and I've said this in previous episodes. Jackie, you know, the lives of the people who are in London, and when the doctor leaves, especially that episode where Rose was leaving and she said, I'll be back in a minute, in a minute, I'll be back, or something like that. Or count to 10 or something, and I'll be back. And she did, and, you know, she didn't come back, and Jackie had to walk away, you know, sad. And that's like a continuation of that, you know, that's just the reality of Jackie's life now. Like, you know, she has her daughter who she was living with all this time. All of a sudden now is, you know, it's one thing for her to just be maybe going to a different city to work or to live, or moving to a different country, but she's literally, you know, she's literally on a different world, a different timeline. She's on alien planets. There must be literally long swaths of time where she doesn't see her. And yes, they do have the ability to call. She does call her, but, you know, that's not the same thing. She used to live with her. So you do really feel Jackie's pain this episode, and I'm really happy that they touched on it, because I really like to see the reality of people who are left behind, because that is the whole, you know, that's everybody else, right? We just also focused on Doctor and Rose, but everybody else that they've come in contact with and know about them always have to wonder what they're doing, you know? And Jackie, in this moment was, it broke my heart to see her, how disappointed she was, how let down she was, that Elton was only there because of Rose, was only there because of the doctor, you know, and that whole thing, you know, it's like, oh wow, I thought I found someone who was here for me, or who was interested in me, and once again is something else. It's the doctor, it's you know, everything that I'm adjacent to. That was really tough to see. And of course, we know at the end of the episode that she told Rose about it, and Rose, you know, walks in and saying, "You hurt my mother," and that too was really tough, because you could see the pain in Rose's face, because, you know, imagine that conversation of Jackie talking to Rose about this, how she would bring that up and tell her, how would she even say it, right? Someone I thought was interested in me actually was clearly there's just one of these people looking, you know, snooping. And I think there was also some guilt in Rose's face, knowing that, oh, if only I was around more with my mom, if only I was there, maybe that wouldn't have happened, or she wouldn't have to have gone through this. Most likely Jackie must have cried on the phone with her, and just hearing that pain from her mom, I think she really felt some guilt for it, and you see that in her face at the very end of the episode. So that part was really, yeah, it was really heartfelt there. Yeah. And Jackie also says, you know, she says, yeah, I know you were looking for the doctor, and let me tell you one thing, I will always protect Rose, I will always protect the doctor, you know, at the end of the day, I will fight for them, I'm loyal to them. And, you know, it's funny seeing this Jackie right now, you know, versus the Jackie in episode 1, episode 2 from the first season, and how fiercely she wanted to protect Rose even from the Doctor, right? From all the stuff that was going on. And now she's protecting Rose in this new life of Rose and the Doctor and their secrets. She is their man in the van, like Mickey was saying. She is that person who is going to be there on the ground and going to be, doing her part to make sure that, Rose is also safe, because they do have, snoopers and enemies and people that will come and they'll be trying to find, look at how easy it was to find Rose. So imagine, or Jackie. So imagine who else could be trying to do this. It does not make me think about how Jackie's kind of in a vulnerable position too, because she could be used as a hostage, right? She could be used as somebody, and we know this is the age-old story why Superman didn't want to tell Lois Lane, because as soon as you do that, then everybody knows who you are. They know how to get to you, right? In this case, Rose and the Doctor are always together, but Jackie's kind of left alone. So what if someone comes in and says, hey, if you don't come back right now, we have Jackie. So that's something that they need to think about, that Jackie needs to be well protected, in this case, well protected physically and also mentally. Like, she's going through it, being all alone there. We just don't think about Jackie enough, and her own story. Elton's kind of monologue to the camera at the end, talking about, salvation and damnation, how they're sides of the same coin, and what happens to those who touch the Doctor and those who come in contact with him, and how you have to pay the price. And he says the price that Rose and Jackie will have to pay at some point. It's really like a cautionary tale or a foreshadowing, right? Because a lot of people have paid the price. A lot of people who have come into contact with the Doctor have paid the price. Jackie has paid the price. Jackie has in a sense has lost a bit of time with her daughter living with her, and we saw that in the parting of the ways when she was telling Rose, just stay here, like the Doctor gave you a chance to live and to be here. Come back to me, come back to us, and let's keep living our lives. And Rose says, there's nothing for me here right now. Like, I have a different outlook now. And Jackie had to take that. She had to, like, where do you put that? Especially as a parent. And so she definitely has felt the brunt of that, of the Doctor coming into their lives. She's happy for Rose, but she's also like, if the Doctor had never come into my life, I would still have my daughter living here and we'll still be doing what we're doing, So that's I think that's her own price that she paid. And we're thinking about Sarah Jane and the price that she paid, and how about Mickey, who was having this relationship with Rose, and they were having their life, their little life in London, doing what they were doing. It was a simple life, right? They were working, doing what we're all doing, just living our lives, and then the complication comes in, right? And then Doctor swoops in, and they're forever changed, in some ways for the better, but in some ways for worse, right? It's the two sides of the same coin. The Doctor has saved them, but also has damned them in a way, in a sense. So, they're all the better for it, but again, there's still going to be some bad sides to it as well. So I thought it was really interesting that he called that out there, because you do see it. If you start to take stock, you'll see everybody who the Doctor has touched, and they always reference that. The Doctor brings death. The Doctor brings damnation and everything. He saves you, but he also, there's a footnote at the end of that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes for the rest of the characters, but I thought it was pretty insightful there of Elton. Now the question on my mind is, would the Doctor have saved Elton in that moment where he said, just take him? He just sort of was okay with him dying, and Rose was looking at the Doctor like, Are you sure? Is this a little ploy? Are we just kind of like, are we trying to call his bluff or whatever? Or is this real? And the Doctor was like, I don't care. Again, another little notch on the thing that the Doctor is different. He said, he was saying, yes, I'm passionate, yes, I'm this, but don't mistake it for being nice and for being, I'll do everything for you. No, that's not who I am anymore. And he's made that clear many times this season. Again, that's a storyline that's happening. So I'm sort of led to believe that he will have let it happen, but Rose would jump in that moment and say, no, we have to. She would jump in. I think that's Rose's sort of part now, is like to sort of like be the one that says, oh, you're being rude. Yeah, you're being rude in this moment. And oh, we need to save this person. I don't care that he hurt my mom. Like, we still need to like save him. They need to tell us what Rose and the doctor were doing this episode. Like, what was happening to them on the other side of this? No, Ursula on a plaque. Damn. I mean. That's tough. That's tough. I mean, that's really, really. I mean, he says he loves her now. That's great. But like, what if he stops loving her? What happens to her? You know what that reminds me of? That Black Mirror episode. I don't want to spoil it because people, yeah, I stay spoiling on this channel. And I hate when people spoil when I'm listen to podcasts and stuff. But there's a Black Mirror episode, and I won't say which one now because I feel like I'll spoil it. But anyways, this idea that if you make something permanent with somebody, what if that person then falls out of love for you or doesn't want to be with you anymore? Then what happens then? If you know what Black Mirror episode I'm talking about, then you'll know what I mean here. But it's like if you can't do anything in Ursula's position, she can't like stand up and walk to somewhere. So if the person who's taking care of her, who's being with her like this, decides to like, yo, I have somebody else I'm seeing, like, what? Okay, so what happens to me now? Like, you dump me off at the museum, like what? You know? So I think that's gonna be the challenge there. I mean, yeah. Well, all in all, it was a quirky little episode, a little aside from our regular programming. I know we'll get back to the regular programming with the next one. Who knows? We might not. But it seems like it's going to be one of those that's like leading up to the season finale and stuff. So they're giving us a breather to get ready for more, to you know, get ready for more epic events on the path. I had fun with it. I appreciated it. I thought it had some little tidbits and morsels of wisdom here. So, but yeah, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next episode. I can't stop thinking about Toby, I forget his name, and his the Satan Spit episode. That got me together. I was like, I told you, I was expecting that there's something still more with him, but when he did that, I was like, oh my God. He's like, the Ood that were following him, they were like, oh, they were shocked too. Yeah, it was funny. Oh my God. Yeah, I need more moments like that. That was really, really, that was so unexpected.